Alright guys, here we go. We've unlocked the Revenge campaign, but that's not our goal. We're gonna do Plane Chase. I think we fight all these guys at once. Defeat these opponents to continue. Okay. These may be a little difficult, but we'll give it our best shot. It's not a 3-on-1, but it is a multiplayer thing, so I could get tag teamed up on and lose. So there's a lot of variability to it. But we have a pretty good deck as long as we don't get too aggressive on us. This hand of 5 lands, 2 creatures, not going to be good enough. Let's go with the new hand. Now this hand, on the other hand... Wait, what? This hand is a keeper. Planes. Alright, so whenever a creature deals damage to one or more players, the first time in a turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. Okay? Chaos, whenever you roll Chaos, each creature you control gains tap this creature deal 1 damage to target player till end of turn. Alrighty. This is the... So in Plane Chase, there's this die. You can roll it on your turn. It costs 0 mana to roll the first time. Each time beyond that, the mana goes up by an increment of 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It gets more and more expensive to roll, but you can roll it as much as you want. And there's 2 sides to the die. There's 4 blanks, and then there's one that's the plane shift, which is... This is Chaos, so... Second time someone said Chaos. And when Chaos happens, you do what the Chaos says. Whenever you hit the other symbol, which is that one right there, that's the plane shift, you change the plane. So you take it, you put it on the bottom, and you reveal the next one. So, I don't really care for this plane. Let's see if we can find something cooler. Nope. So we'll roll again, cost 1 mana. This is why these games can take a little while. Excuse me, it's because the planes add a lot of variability. And they just take up time because it gives people more actions to do per turn. So these could be longer videos. They may end up having to be into segments. I hope not. But we'll see what we can do with them. If they take, you know, over 20 minutes, I'm probably going to break them into 2 sections each, and that's likely to happen. So if I do that, I'll label them like 21A, 21B, or something like that, to make it easier to find the next one. I think that's what we'll do. Fog Bank, okay. So, defensive creatures so far. Now, this one could do pretty well, because it may still be on this plane when it comes back to Johnny, and he'll probably be able to hit someone and get a counter on his creature. So, and Garruk's not... Okay, Garruk's gonna play his Medallion, and I'll probably be doing the same thing on my turn. In Plane Chase, everyone gets to draw on their first turn. So first of all, let's roll. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play our Medallion. I don't care how big his Soul Warden gets because we have a Necrotal on hand. And it's still just a little creature. Hopefully he hits a Johnny, or a Talrand here. Who is it? Garruk. There we go. Oops. So Talrand's deck's like the flying defensive deck. The Johnny's deck's a life gain deck, and Garruk is just a green beef deck. Alright, so he hit the Chaos, so he can tap his creature to deal the damage. So yeah, he's gonna just tap to deal damage to Talrand, which is interesting because he could have just attacked any of us other than Talrand to get the counter. So that's kind of cool. And so 3 of us have our Medallions. Interesting. Now, I don't know if the computer players play with the fully unlocked version deck, or if their deck is as unlocked as yours, or if they get, you know, just the base without any unlocks. Not 100% sure how they work. I know in the Revenge campaign they'll definitely have everything unlocked. Alright, that's a very defensive one. The ring gives hexproof if you pay 2. At the beginning of your upkeep, if it's equipped to a blue creature, that creature gets a 1/1 counter. Now these things have Defender, they can't attack, and you prevent all damage that would be dealt to and dealt by him. So 1/1 counters on it, essentially useless. The hexproof could be valuable, but probably not. So we could play Necrotal on our turn and deal with that guy. We may have to. he attacks as a 5/5 at least. And there's not many creatures in my deck that could block that. Or we could sit back on a murder. I like that plan. Actually, let's do this first. No, we can spend 1 mana, because murder only cost us 2. Alright, we'll pass. The reason we're going to sit back on murder is I would like him to attack, you know, a Johnny or something. But if he attacks me, I'll kill the creature. Necrotal wasn't going to be doing too much on this board anyways. He's just a 2/1. What do we have? Alright, Johnny's Pridemate. So basically a 3/3 for 2 mana. That's pretty good. It'll grow pretty quick with the Soul Warden, so it's a good target for Necrotal too. On the unfortunate side of things, it's going to be a 5/8. Oh, we put it on the Soul Warden. So a 4/4 and a 3/5. But anyways, ooh, he's attacking Garruk. That's fine with me. What I was saying is, their decks aren't going to have many ways to deal with creatures, so it's going to be up to me to deal with the really problematic creatures if they're coming after me. Now Johnny's got a pretty threatening board here. I would fully assume Garruk to attack him back, but I'm not sure. Alright, creatures flying get +2, creatures without flying get -2, -0. Interesting. It's good for Tolerant. Well, how about that? Put 8 power on the board with this plan in play. Ooh, that's 2 counters for the Pridemate. I'll probably have to kill the Pridemate. I don't want to. The enemies don't like to trade for some reason. Most likely he just attacks me. So unfortunate for us, stop timer. We will have to murder this guy. I don't want to take 4 damage yet. Getting rid of his creature also makes it more appealing for people to attack Garruk. Alright, that spider will definitely hold off some attacks. I don't know exactly what we're going to do. We gotta get rid of this Pridemate. Another murder would hold it off, I guess, but... Interesting. So we could play the Medallion and play Necrotal. That seems like good use of mana. We'll get rid of the Pridemate. Now we're looking to potentially take a lot of damage in the air. Changing planes would be very nice. There we go. In reality, should have done that before I played my creature. If you cast a spell this turn, you can't attack creatures. If you attack a creature spell, you can't cast spells. Okay? Gain life equal to number of cards in your hand. So this is a very defensive plane. It's like everyone recoups, you know. We have a Johnny at 30, and this stupid guy's gonna really cause problems. He does have the 1/1 for 1 white, that if you have 30 or more life, he has +5/5 in flying. I think he has lifelink naturally. Ooh, Johnny's got a ton of life. Now one thing about a Johnny is his deck gains a lot of life, but he has a lot of bad cards, because he has just a lot of life gain. So even if he gets up to a really high life total, it shouldn't be too tough to knock him down. Interesting thing about this plane, if you're ahead on creatures, you can go ahead and attack. That's pretty good. And then just roll. You know, with all your mana, just spend it rolling the dice. Man, Johnny's got a lot of life. Lightning Greaves, that's a good one. So he can't be attacking this turn. My turn I can cast Sign in Blood and then decide what we want to do. Probably casting the ghoul if we get a land. Yep. So let's sign in blood first. I didn't change up my deck from what I was playing for Nicol Bolas, so I don't have my multiplayer spells. Now that I think about it. Whew. What are we gonna do about all of those? I'm not sure. Let's roll. Lane shift. That's not really what we wanted. Each player may put a permanent card from his or her hand onto the battlefield. Okay. Runescar Demon it is. Ooh. No more than one creature can attack each turn. No more than one creature can block this turn. Deal 2 damage to each creature. Okay. So she's gaining a bunch of life. Alright, any card I want. Those flyers are looking problematic. Avatar's pretty good. Kind of feeling Avatar well. This guy's pretty good too. Can't cast either of them yet. We'll Avatar it up. Do I attack? What did he put into play? That's it? Okay. Do I roll again? I think I could just play this guy. I could play her. I can't protect it. We'll just play him. This guy's a problem. 8/8 trample, vigilance. No, just 8/8 trample. It's definitely a problem. No point in attacking. Hopefully one of them deals with the board position. Chaos is 2 to each creature. That'd be great. Plane shift. Alright. See something good. Creature you control would untap during sunset, put 2/1 counters on it. When you roll chaos, untap your creatures. Okay. So creatures don't untap right now. Chaos, untap your creatures. Talrand probably is going to bash someone, not me. All those flyers? Probably Johnny or Grook. Computer doesn't like to attack you unless they're going to kill you if you have a blocker who can eat one of their creatures. Yep, just going all after a Johnny. Knock his life total down a little bit from 48, but not a whole lot, really. Alright. Or what was it at? I was looking at his library count. Anyway, he's down to 36. Still super high. It just did 11, 13 to him. 11. So he was almost at 50. Chaos. Well, there goes your army. Or no, untaps your army. Kinda nice. Really nice, because otherwise they wouldn't have untapped, but they would have been huge whenever they did get to untap. Alright, Garuk. Yeah, this plane isn't too bad for Garuk, but yeah. Doesn't really do anything either. I just want a bunch of creatures die so I can play Avatar Woe and start controlling the board. Alright, he's probably gonna attack me. Gonna attack a Johnny. No attacks. Okay. Seems like a waste when you have an 8/8 and a 4/4 vigilance to not attack. Prey upon. Boo. So lame. I mean, if you're gonna do that, I don't know. Should attack the 4/4 vigilance. What's the point of that? Okay. Yeah, that helps him out. Yeah, we're in trouble. Rise from the grave. Okay, well that's pretty good. What are our opponents at? 1 card, 2 cards, 2 cards. Kinda wanna just get... Should I just get this? Keep the chain going? I could get Mutilate. Mutilate doesn't do anything. What do we get? Tendril's kinda nice. We're gonna play our Shade this turn, get a land, so we'll have 1 land left open. I think I'm just gonna get Rise from the Grave. Just like protection. We will attack with our 4/4, our 4/1. We'll attack Garruk. We don't mind if he trades. He probably won't. Nada, and we will... we'll roll again. I don't actually know what all the planes are, so I don't know if I could really screw myself over. But we know we just had the one with the flyers getting pumped up, and that one's on the bottom. There could be multiple, but we're just hoping not. Okay, untap your creatures. Pointless. Now, Johnny's actually in the worst position right now, but still has a very, very healthy life total. More than double mine. More than double any of us. Now, Garruk's getting low. He's in a position where he could almost die to 1 attack from Talrand. He does have that 4/4 blocker though, so Talrand will not be attacking him. Talrand will continue to attack a Johnny, most likely. And that 2/2 flyer isn't a big threat to trade. Okay. Well, that's a little better. Well, now Talrand may just not attack, which is kind of silly. You got all those tokens, you just send them in. Maybe not. What do you got? Fishy man. I like Talrand. He's a really awesome new card. I want to play him in that Talrand, Gutshot, and all that deck before it rotates, but I don't know that I'll get a chance. I don't really play a ton of Paper Magic anymore. Like I said, I think I said it in the last video, I did go to Star City Games St. Louis recently. I didn't even play, just went to the casino. So, Magic isn't a huge part of my life anymore, as I do like I'm playing this game, playing it through, but I don't play as much competitive Paper Magic as I used to. I've actually sold most of my collection that was standard legal, under the assumption I probably wouldn't really come back to playing Magic competitively, or really much at all, until after Scars of Mirrodin rotated out, because I really disliked the Phyrexian mana mechanic. I mean, obviously, I won't not use it. It's a very cool mechanic, very powerful, but I disliked what it did to Magic. It made some decks work in ways they shouldn't have worked. So I'll be glad when that's gone. And also Infect. I hate Infect. I think that's one of the stupidest things they've done. I just didn't like the limited format. I actually haven't liked their limited formats for... Sheesh. since Rise, and I didn't actually like Rise. I know most people liked Rise of Eldrazi, but I didn't care for it. Zendikar was okay. I mean, I've been good at all these draft formats, I just don't like it. The reason I didn't like Rise is there's, what was he, the common, the one that cost 8 mana, or not 8 mana, 3 mana, and activation of 8, tap all creatures the opponent controls. That format was so slow, that guy always worked. Uh-oh. He's got haste. Alright, so we got 6 for Tendrils. Let's roll this first. Nada. I'm fairly certain I'm gonna Tendrils this guy. Boom, untap this dude. Actually, I think I'll attack him, and if he... Oh, I can't. It's got Shroud. I can attack Gianni, though. Attack Gianni. I'll gladly trade with either of his guys, but he probably won't trade. And I'll be right back. Just a second. Alright. So let's see. I don't want to do that. I think we play this guy. Then we can roll one more time. Right? Alright. This part of the game's typically pretty slow because they have nothing in their hand but land. They'll just continue to roll over and over. Players have no maximum hand size. When we roll a planar die, draw a card. Wow, that's powerful. When we roll Chaos, roll the top card of your planar deck. You may put it at the bottom of your planar deck. Okay. And Chaos, and draw a card. That was put on bottom. Well, this probably won't be on this plane when it's my turn, and they'll draw a bunch of cards. I think every time I've actually ever encountered this plane, it was right after my turn, or like the last roll of my turn. So I've been pretty screwed. But so for essentially a total of 3 mana, he can draw 3 cards. After that, every card's kind of expensive. But the first one's free, so it's just basically 0, roll a die, draw a card. There we go, at least it was a fairly early plane shift. Alright, whenever your planes walk away from this, destroy each non-land permanent without a fate counter on it. It's pretty good. Very powerful against me because I have these stupid things out. Likelihood he won't roll. I actually don't mind rolling on this one. I don't mind getting fate counters or getting destroying all permanents, so most times I think the NPCs don't really roll on this unless they're like really far behind. But if I can get a fate counter on my demon, I'd be happy. Ooh, Bashing Garruk. Interesting. Ah, see, that's why he did it. Not a good trade, really. But it's a lot of damage on Garruk, he's almost dead. He really can't afford to attack with this Primal Crux, but he may. Is that what this is called, right? Primal Crux? Rite of Replication. Is that kicked? No. That's pretty good. So now I definitely want to roll this. Johnny probably does too. I think you roll your first one right away just to... You want to see if you have mana. In a lot of ways, like if you're really counting on it, like he should attack with this Primal Crux, attack either me or a Johnny. There we go, destroy them all. Alright, whenever you planeswalk away from Orzhov, each player returns all creature cards from his or her graveyard to the battlefield. Wow. Whenever you roll Chaos,